Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're here for the first time. Today we are going to talk about 5 things that you can do to refill your creative well. Because, let's face it, we have all had a very hard year last year, and we have all had some trying times lately. And it can be hard to keep creating things while this is happening. So I figured I would talk about things that you can do for very little money, usually, or free, to fill your creative well. First up, sleep. Sleep, that knits up the raveled sleeve of care? I think it's something like that. Anyway, sleep is good for you. Sleep! For goodness sakes. I had the most amazing night of sleep last night. Granted, I had some wild dreams while I was sleeping, but I also slept really nicely. So that was actually the first time in a while, and okay, I'm still kind of exhausted, but I feel a lot better now that I've actually slept for over 8 hours at a time, and it was glorious. I cannot recommend highly enough. 12 out of 10. Would try again. So sleep. Sleeping is... it's sometimes really hard to do because... world. And you need to get shit done. That's completely understandable. But you get more shit done when you're well rested. So sleep. And maybe you have some wild ass dreams that wind up in a book someday, or a piece of art, or whatever. Dreaming. 2. Take a walk. Like, seriously, outside air is amazing. It's funny. I've been working from home since last March. Yeah, about the halfway point of last March. And it has not been kind to my body, just in general. I have problems with my lower back and the area where my back meets my butt. I have no idea what that is called in English, but in Finnish it's ristiselkä. So that area has not been treated kindly by the pandemic, and who knew? Walking sort of relieves the pressure of it. I mean, it hurts. Walking hurts right now, but I'm moving toward a place with both exercise at a gym and stretching and the help of my trainer to a place where it doesn't hurt. And walking outside is just really fucking fabulous. Especially walking in a way that allows me to get bored. And I'm gonna talk about that. Number 3. Get bored. Like, seriously. It's kind of funny how you start to come up with things when you're bored. Just really out of your skull bored. I don't do this nearly enough. I tend to have either a podcast or an audiobook with me whenever I'm doing anything that is not actively creating writing or whatever. And that's not great. It's just not. And you know, things would be a lot easier for me if I let myself get bored more. Like, there's laundry to do. There's so much cleaning to do around this place. It's honestly not even funny anymore. But allowing yourself time to get bored, doing laundry, folding laundry, yeah, without anything except your own head for company. It's actually it's funny how easy that makes just coming up with ideas, because your brain gets bored and it's like, okay, just let's do anything that is not this. And then it comes up with a new story and it's fun. Number 4. Go to a museum. Like, seriously. And better yet, go with a friend and make fun of everything. Just like, be as goofy as you can be. Make fun of the paintings or whatever. The recreation, Viking warrior or whatever. Whatever kind of museum you're going to, make fun of things. Like, seriously, don't, like, museums are amazing. Like, seriously. I love going to art museums. But go to an art museum and try to make fun of everything. Like, everything. Try to make each other, go with a friend and try to make each other laugh about all the things. All the things. And, maybe something sparks out of it. And last but not least, read a favorite book. Reread a favorite book. Because honestly, sometimes you gotta go back to the beginning. Sometimes you just have to remind yourself of who you are and why you're that way. I've talked before that I'm doing this class, Alana K. Arnold's revision season. And I'm a fan. I'm on the first week right now. It's going to run until, I think, March, halfway through March, I think, something like that. So the first week is a lot of when was the first time you felt pain? And by the way, not everybody remembers pain. I don't. I didn't realize that was unusual. Fun times. Anyway, the first week is all about sort of getting to know yourself from your own history. So it's a lot of just what makes you into the person who wrote this book, and how are you possibly a different person now that you have written this book and now that you're revising this book. And part of the thing, for me at least, is that because I've been reading so heavily since the first time that I could read, I have been to a very large degree shaped by the books that I've read. And like Terry Pratchett has been with me for most of my life, and something like Night Watch has shaped a lot of the person that I am. Night Watch and Lords and Ladies and Carpe Jugulum. Those are the three books that probably shaped me, the person that I am, the most. My morals, my ethics. And yeah, go back. Read what made you, and draw from who you are, who you've been, and make beautiful art. And I will see you next Thursday.